on this bill. No, I'm asking you. Is that expensive or
No, it
cheap?
is not expensive. You have to pick up all these checks, you have to get all these checks, pay the bills, and deposit all the money. That's.
A lot of work.
That's
So
the,
you're liable.
Is that a lot of work?
The bank
Of course
does
it
it for
is.
you.
Especially if the people don't pay, then you have to follow up with notices.
I link up with my bank and my bank
Pick up the checks,
automatically
deposit in the bank,
transfers
and pay
everything
the
to my
bill.
account.
Send
I mean,
letters,
it's
Plain
not.
and simple.
send
Anybody
letters,
can do
write letters, print. It's a lot of work. I can't be with here
Who's doing the counting now?
right now, Rosanna, which is Candido's wife.
Who?
Candido's wife. That is the reason why Candido wants to get out of the board, because his wife will be doing the job.
if we separate the expenses, we have with 250 maintenance, we have enough.
250 what?
$250 a month for every apartment, mostly. We have enough for the maintenance. We separate the roof, the lawyers, that's not the maintenance.
Right. It's possible. I am not saying not.
When you separate that, you will see that we don't need to increase the
I am not who's gonna be doing this. This is gonna be a job for
okay, I just tell him.
Not mine.
I just tell him.
Not mine.
How many checks are made?
A little bit maybe, yes.
4 months.
No, like,
3 checks?
El banco,
Electricity, water.
it's electronic, it's electronic.
Once a year.
They're electronic,
This is not too much.
electronic.
But that's still a lot of work.
No, I agree, I agree. I agree.
It's a lot of work.
But,
Every time somebody comes
but the
to
bank
control
does it for you. But the bank does it for you. The bank does it
And now,
for
right
you.
now,
My
some
accounts
people have
automatically
mentioned
back
that they
up
want actual
themselves.
monthly reports, which nobody ever got before, so that's a big job too. You have, you have to have the reports.
That
towards
is a
the
big
people.
job.
You have to
I mean,
prepare.
there's-
Our company have 5 employees. I'm gonna pay every day, every week, five drivers. I do it in my account.
Payroll, you do payroll?
I have a payroll.
You
I
do-
it.
you
I
take
do
out
it.
taxes
I
for
do it.
payroll and all?
Pero
I
el
do
banco te
everything.
pueden hacer el payroll.
I do it for myself. This is only 1 day per week.
it takes time.
That's 5 people
The bank-
compared to 50,
Yes.
50 something.
There's 50 units.
The bank does it for you. The bank does it for you. The bank does it for you.
Para 5 drivers a 52 apartamentos.
This is a,
No, pero el banco.
you got the check, everybody puts the check in the
Pudieran
box.
tratar eso.
No need to go to every door, knock at the door, hey, give me a check.
Everything's electronic except a few checks.
That's every 3 months.
For
You can't put a
The
value.
maintenance every 3 months.
You don't let somebody put a value. You
No,
want.
it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
I'm just
Never mind,
saying.
never mind.
I'm not doing the accounting, so.
Never
I'm not-
mind, never mind.
I'm not giving you every time because of that. I don't, whoever
I
is
have a
the one that is
question.
hired to do it.
Will, you used to do that?
No.
Didn't you?
Never.
I thought you did
There
that.
always been
The
someone doing
bookkeeping?
the
No,
bookkeeping
I
here.
never did the bookkeeping.
I thought you picked up the checks and deposited them in the bank for the building. You used to do that.
Yeah, but the bookkeeper was another. No, I took the, last,
he doesn't want to do it anymore, like.
last year, what I did was I brought the checks to the accountant's office. He made the deposit.
Pero I suggest that we move on and leave the next board to take care of that.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
And-
Something what we did in that.
And it should be
Yeah.
an accountant. It should not be somebody like me or William doing this kind of stuff.
So there's
because
a
we have no
liability.
knowledge.
I'm happy the way it
Yeah.
is.
What?
I'm happy the way it is, I like it.
It's too much liability just depending on one person.
Wait a minute, what did you
Shouldn't
say?
be somebody in the building either.
Okay.
Okay.
What's next on the agenda?
Next is just to announce that in approximation from what I hear, what needs to be done here, there is an assessment that's going to be about $250,000. To put it in perspective, that $250,000 actually is 260 minus $10,000 that we have still sitting in the last old assessment account. So it's going to become 250,000 approximately. Again, this is going to be
Well,
in the hands of
the assessment has to be, it cannot be approximate.
No,
It has to be
not mine.
exactly what we need.
Okay,
That's
what-
why
what
I'm
do we
saying
need?
I'm not an accountant. It's gonna be an accountant who's gonna be
Okay.
doing that, not
Okay.
me, okay?
What do we
I'm
need?
giving you
It's
approximately.
not me either. She keeps on pointing at me.
No, no,
It's
no,
not
no.
me either.
No.
Just
You
so you know, it's not
Each one
me.
you're gonna pay,
So we need
so
to
you don't know how
do
much you're gonna
fire
pay
roof
each
and an electrical.
apartment.
It's counting on your
You're gonna
expertise
pay
too.
each
That's another story.
apartment.
Calculated
They don't even know how much is the assessment.
to put perspective,
Yeah.
put it in perspective, last assessment,
Si no han dado los números, los tiene la compañía.
last assessment was under $100,000. So whatever your portion was, let's say if it was $1,000. Now instead of 100,000, we are collecting 250. So instead of 1,000, you're gonna pay
So you mean-
2,500.
We paid last time $2,093. $2,093 is what we paid.
So last
Yeah, these are
assessment that we
different from the
paid
apartment. One
was to
apartment pays the
fix
more,
the
the other pays more. It's around 2,000.
paint the building
The last one.
and screw up the roof.
45.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you something. So these people are painting the building and messing up the roof, and nobody knows this? How did they mess up the roof, I would like to know this.
They had scaffolds, which before they came in, that's the reason why we actually contracted this company, because they explained that they're gonna put plastic on top of that. Then they're gonna put wooden boards, and on top of those wooden boards, they're gonna put the scaffolds, which is metal,
The weights to hold the scaffold.
to hold the people who are hanging up. What happened was, the company was, okay, wasn't that company, wasn't a good company. The workers they hired were from the beach. They never have done any buildings,
They picked them up at Home Depot.
Okay.
not even,
So
on the
what did
beach.
they do?
They did cement work. They were expert in cement work. They didn't know how to paint nothing. What they did was the following. Once the job done, they pulled that stuff and scratched the roof.
And nobody who lives here would go up to check what's going on?
What can you do after you have it?
No, but there wasn't a lot of.
I'm sorry, that's what the board is for. Okay,
That's
yes.
a property management job.
You oversee, there's no property management here.
Well, might
You
have to
oversee,
It
okay?
might have to be
If
checked
I was on the
around.
board, I would be obligated.
Or you delegate it. Or you delegate.
I have
But you know
overseen,
their obligations.
I personally did oversee the work, but I didn't oversee it on the ground. I didn't think there would be an issue there.
But
By the
excuse
time
me.
we figured out there was an
She's on a
issue.
GC. She's not an architect, she's not an engineer. You know, so she doesn't, nobody on the board knows any of this.
Okay.
That's why we discussed that we should be a structural engineer. to
It's
do it.
common sense though, certain things are common sense. So they scratched the roof from what, it's leaking?
It was leaking horrible, that's what the $16,000 went to fix it.
They punctured
Otherwise it would
the
be
vinyl. They punctured the vinyl. It wasn't the sliding. The sliding was not the issue. It was the puncture. And when they did the roof originally, they never put walkways like they're supposed to. To save money, they didn't put walkways. We're supposed to have cardboard walkways to the ACs
I am sorry,
and walking
Manny,
around.
but it's not about the walkways. The punctures were all the way around the
walkways,
roof.
I
There is
understand,
no
yes, I
walkways
understand.
at all.
The problem
So
is the
please
quality-
don't bring
the
our
quality of the roof.
mistakes where they don't
Most of the
belong.
punctures were in the middle of the
Not
area.
true. They're photographs and all the punctures are exactly on the border of the roof. And therefore have nothing to do with the walkway paths or anything else. The walkway paths are important for different things. Every time that people install an air condition, we need something that protects that piece of the roof. But for the painters, for the scaffolds, nothing has to do. It's all around. Plus all kind of screws and stuff that they do that make punctures everywhere.
Plus they damaged another roof.
Also, the stairs going up and down,
Que si
like the eighth floor, on the outside, the stairs, you got puncture right there. A big one.
Where?
On the stairs, right to seventh floor.
On the fifth
floor.
That was because they were actually throwing the weights from 9th floor to the 7th, from the 7th to the 6th, throwing the weights down. That's the reason why we are suing them. We are hoping to get the roof repaired. If we don't, then we are gonna look for another $100,000 just to do the roof. But that's gonna be in the future. Right now, it's
So
repaired, it's not leaking.
$250,000 is for what?
It's to do construction repair. What happened was the following. The company we contracted was to paint, not construction, paint. We we asked them, they said, no, that's okay, we can do it, that, this, and this, but like, there were certain things that need to be repaired, no, that's minor repairs. They took the permit for minor repairs and paid, okay? Once they got in, they started breaking. They said, no, you have this, we need to do this, normal, but demolish.
I don't know, we got to the 4-year renovation.
And they said, oh, it's all wrong, you have this and this, I don't know, names that they use, and we have to do the major repairs, right?
For which they were going to charge extra?
Right.
But had no permit for.
No,
And they did it. And you guys
they
allowed them to
did
do
it,
it or what?
nobody allowed it.
They just did it on their
They
own?
just did it.
And charged you?
After the fact, they gave us a bill, I said, what is this? Oh, but William said that we really need it. William didn't say anything. They brought William there. Do you see these? William says, yes, I see it. That's not saying that go ahead and reveal the wall. He saw something that was bulging, but that doesn't mean, he's not an engineer. What does he know it has to be repaired or not?
Hence why we.
So we called an engineer too, and both of them said, no, that's normal thing of the building, it doesn't have to be repaired. So that $12,000 or whatever it was, it's still pending against us, which we never will pay. They said, okay, you're gonna give it away, you're not gonna charge it, and now they're bringing it back, that charge. So okay, that's story with the attorney.
The situation is, we had a 40-year, and the 40-year says we need structural work, and they hired a contractor to do stucco work and
Okay,
paint.
hold up. Who said we need structural work?
The 40-year.
The engineer.
The engineer.
Our paid engineer.
No, our
No,
engineer.
our engineer.
And said, do we need structural work?
Structural work in the report itself,
We also need to pass a 40-year recertification because of the age of the building.
which is part of that report. But all we got was paint and stucco work, that's why we're having problems. We really need structural work, not stucco
Can we
work.
get somebody to repair, like on a daily basis, the building, have somebody daily working on it, like 8 hours work, like full time?
No, it's
Any
not.
repair will be done by him, pay him?
No, this is,
Yeah, it has to be a
Like a
company.
super-
yeah, but this is nothing to do with it. This is structural engineering
Yeah,
work
yeah.
outside.
We have, okay, silence please, because this is becoming very loud. Please,
Yo lo siento del lado.
Amaury, can I have a silence for a minute? We have been interviewing 5 companies. We have chosen 2 companies. We haven't been able to decide between those 2 companies to do the actual work, the structural repairs, plus finish up the paintings that have been not been finished yet. That proposal is around $150,000. Just that part of it. Then the old company ruined the 9th floor balcony, which is post-tension repair, which is another 12,000 plus. Then there is engineer fees. There is they replace the small roofs. There is permits and other expenses. Replace gutters that are falling. We need to replace that. Attorney litigation fees because we are in litigation with them. And reserves, altogether it's around $260,000. Okay, that is, again, those are my numbers, I threw them out from the proposals that we have been getting, but this is not definite numbers. Everything is going to be decided with the new board. Okay? Answer the questions or not yet?
The paint
Yes,
is the
yes,
smallest, the very smallest thing in there.
Yeah,
the
the paint is small.
Is the paint, it's like 20,000?
How about? Yeah,
20
because
to
it's like
30,000.
Everything is structural work and engineer, professional stuff that we need to pass inspection.
Right, and we also need to do the
And safety.
illumination
I have a question.
in the south, in the west parking lot, which is not even included. Because we just can't afford it. It's gonna go to $300,000.
William, podemos votar porque las personas están yendo, los dueños están yendo. Y si pueden votar ya, porque los dueños
Tienen los
están
números
yendo.
para después, ¿sí?
Ya te votaste tanto.
Sí, pero hay que...
Just a second, Candido, somebody speaking.
Ya.
William.
So the litigation that we done, yeah, is all the money is separated. So in case that we win, that you think that the attorney said we're gonna win, we're gonna get money back from the
If we win, it is not 100%, we may lose. And if we lose, we will have to pay our attorney and their attorney.
So it's something I not decided, and the bill is already decided.
We have to pay
No.
our attorney.
Good to know that.
It's all gonna be up to the new board of directors.
So the percentage of winning, what is it?
50-50. No, actually, when we just got into this, the attorney sounded very, very positive. But then it had been already 2 years, he already doesn't remember what's happened, so.
They're always very positive, you know, when they
At the beginning, when they take your money,
Okay, we are very grateful for your attendance. The meeting is adjourned.
Wait a minute.
Unless
Wait, no. You have to, we get the vote, the ballot
Sorry,
first.
that's the next point, right. Okay, let's do it for the,
Wait.
for the dessert.
The assessment will be paid in full or
No.
like,
No, we will have to break it.
because there's a lot of
Yeah.
money, whoever pays
And
that.
I am trying right now, I'm trying already, I started the process with the bank to give us a loan. Because by the time we get all the money collected, it's
The
gonna
bank
be 2
don't give
years.
you
There are some people that are very slow to pay.
And what
So
was,
we just can't afford to wait that long. We need to start working right now.
Maya, what percentage?
I'm afraid of loan from the bank.
The bank, you don't get it, you don't get it, loan from the bank. Because it's many renters on the
What I
bank.
suggest is, the people that can't afford it, put the money up front.
Exactly, because we have had accounts.
ahead of time for those, and then we'll have some money to start working with, and then as the other funds come along, the money backs itself up. For those who can afford it, you know, you're gonna pay for it anyway,
We
so.
have account there, well, it's better for you.
So it's a lot of.
The land is more
interest
that bring about,
Don't
bring
you have
about.
to pay them interest rate?
Yeah, but right now the interest is so low that it's like.
They foreclose a lot of apartments.
There's too many renters.
Not necessarily.
The attorney said yes, that there's always somebody that will.
I asked them, yeah, there is a possibility.
Do you know the percentage?
Do they want to, will we want to, or not, that's a different story.
I say we get whoever.
Renters? There's 30 renters here?
Ask him.
How many?
Oh, then we're not gonna get it.
And interest rate, because the regular bank don't give you money because you have many renters on the building.
Okay.
My daughter works in the bank. She told me,
How are we gonna
forget
go
about
First
it.
of all, come
Forget
to
about
the.
When they ask you how many apartments, how many renters,
So where?
then they'll give you a loan, regular bank. No?
Did everybody sign?
We have all the ballots.
Not all, give me the keys, I'll go get it. You have the keys, I don't have the keys.
To what?
Did we
For
have
the
to
downstairs mail,
Yeah, unit number on there.
I checked tonight, I picked them up. The ballots that came in the mail.
He was downstairs when I walked into
what time was that?
I can go check to see if there's,
5:30.
No, it was after.
I collected some ballots today. There.
But it was after, because he called me at 6 o'clock.
For the money.
No, I don't know. He said, I left it in, why did you, I don't know.
Well, he left the ballots.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No beer.
Okay, good. Let's do it.
Now, how are we gonna count these? Who's gonna count it?
It's supposed to be independent from the building. The board's not supposed to open it.
Yeah, so-
No one that's supposed to be on the ballot is supposed to be opening it.
Wait.
What?
And somebody is gonna be writing?
We need a paper and
What do I need to do? Tell the names?
the names and
You need to keep
Hello?
track.
Oh, wait, we have to write down the five,
Then say the apartment, so you can like just take money.
Yeah, write out the 6 calendars and then.
you gotta call also, you have to call the unit also, the unit number.
the units, I wrote down the unit.
What did you guys volunteer, you guys?
But we don't need to know which unit voted for whom.
No, we don't.
We don't need to know that, but it's public records anyway. It's public records anyway.
Yeah. So,
I can write it.
Are you gonna write them down?
Yeah, why don't you share the